Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. So as you guys can see by the title and thumbnail, I just wanted to sit down with you guys and chat through 2024 and the year that it was. Let you guys know 24 things that happened to me in 2024. I have got a mix of happy things and sad things in this list. I think it's really important not to just pretend that the year was like all fine and dandy and that nothing bad happened, because that's just not like relatable. I feel like everybody has a very like up and down year. Overall, I am so happy that I was blessed with being on this earth for a whole nother year. If you want to know 24 things that I experienced in 2024, then just keep watching. The first thing that 2024 brought me in January was that I got a casual role. I think I got a casual role around the 20th of January, which was fantastic. So that allowed me to work throughout the year. And with a casual role here in New Zealand, you can pick and choose when you work. I'm sure it's the same for like most other casual roles around, but that works really well with me and my schedule. So the second thing that 2024 brought me in January was that I went to Wellington. So I didn't vlog this trip because the reason that we went down to Wellington was because my sister was having a very big procedure done at the hospital. So it wasn't really like a pleasant trip. My entire family went, apart from my husband. He had to stay back and work. Something good did come out of that trip. My family and I, we did go to the Te Papa Museum, and they had a dinosaur exhibit on at the time. So my dad and I ended up doing that, and that was really fun. Like, we really enjoyed going and seeing the exhibits and all the dinosaurs, and it was really cool. I did do an Instagram post, but obviously like I'll overlay like clips and stuff here. And then I just wrote afterwards that I also did go to Hawke's Bay, just spent some more time with my family. February was a sad month because we lost Joe, my parents' family dog. He passed away like quite quickly, and that really sucked because me and Joey had like a really good relationship growing up. I was like playing with him when he was a puppy, and then like anytime I'd go to my parents' house, I'd always like spend time with him outside. So that was really hard. The other thing that February brought me was that I started my university journey. I started my first year as a law student, and I have thoroughly enjoyed my uni experience so far. Obviously, if you guys have been on my channel for a lot of last year, then you guys will have seen some of the uni vlogs and stuff that I've put up, but I filmed more than I thought I would at uni, and I really enjoyed my first year of law. Like, it was definitely like challenging at times, but it was a good challenge, and it was nice to actually feel like I was doing something worthwhile and like challenging with my brain rather than just like standing in a store all day. So I really loved that I took the plunge and went to uni last year, and my first year flew by so quickly as well. Then we will move on to March. So the fifth thing that 2024 brought me was that I went to a deaf club for the first time, and I learned so much New Zealand Sign Language when I was there. In semester 1 of uni, I took deaf history as one of my electives, and my teacher is a part of the Auckland Deaf Club Society thing. So every week she would invite us as a class to come along. Most of my class went the first time. Like, I was quite surprised at how many people had actually turned up to this deaf club, but it was really fun. It was like a little arts evening, but I just mostly like spent the time like talking to the members and like trying to learn more NZSL. Yeah, it definitely like really helped to grow my knowledge and my appreciation of New Zealand Sign Language. I would like to go back. The next thing that 2024 2024 brought me was that I celebrated my friend Daisy's 25th birthday. It was just like a little party at her house. Really fun, really wholesome. A lot of people from church were there. The 7th thing that 2024 brought me is that I went to a women's refresh event at church. So this is basically where all of the women from the 3 different congregations that my church has got, like the 3 different services and campuses, we all come together for like morning on a Saturday just to learn and grow and connect with one another. And I really enjoy going to these every year. There's normally about 3 of them each year, and yeah, I had a lot of fun at this one, and I just really enjoy getting to spend time with older women at church, and also like women who are around my age, because it's a very biblical thing for older women to teach younger women. So yeah, that's always a really good time every year. It's something that I do every year as well. The last thing that March brought me was that I was able to travel back to Hawke's Bay for Easter and be with my family. Sadly, Phil had to work again. He couldn't get time off because he didn't have enough annual, I don't think, because I think he'd just started working at the job that he was at. Obviously, I don't live in the same town as my family. I live in Auckland and my family live in Hawke's Bay, and Auckland is like a 5.5 to 6 hour drive to Hawke's Bay, so it's a pretty big drive. Or if you're flying, it's like an hour and a half on a flight. Next up, we move into the month of April. So the first thing that April brought me was that I went to a parents' breakfast at church. Disclaimer, I'm not a parent, but I do serve in the preschool team at my church, so all of the preschool leaders were invited to attend this parents' breakfast where just a bunch of parents come with their kids, sometimes without their kids. The kids are getting babysat, and you just get to like hang out with the leaders and like get to know each other over breakfast, and that was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that. I think we had like pancakes or something for breakfast, but I met a few new families as well then as well, and that was really cool. Speaking of babies, the last thing that April brought me was that I got to go back down to Hawke's Bay for my friend Chrissy's baby shower. This was so sweet and so wholesome because Chrissy and I have been friends since we were 7, so watching her like grow up, start her business, get married, and now like she was pregnant with her daughter is just so wholesome, and I'm so thankful to have friends in my life who I've been friends with for a really, really long time. It was just a beautiful afternoon celebrating her and her baby. All of the like husbands and the boyfriends of like all of us girls all hung out as well. They did like a boys like trip to do like a hike and stuff up to Marta Peak, so that was really cool. So us girls were hanging out and then all the guys were hanging out. It was just a really, really beautiful time. Hello, editing Paige here. I am just popping into this video because I realized as I was editing through that I missed my like month of May. In May I went to a first birthday party for one of my friend's daughters. I don't have any photos or videos at all from her birthday, just because there's a lot of like kids running around, and I'm very, very conscious about kids, like young kids, and social media, and not like exposing their face if the parents don't wish them to be online. Back to the video. Next we move into June. So in June I went to a retro toy fair. This was really cool. I had no idea that this existed, but this is the annual retro toy fair that happens up here in Auckland. My stepmother and father-in-law came up because my father-in-law is an antique dealer, so he came up just to have a look at what toys were going, and I actually managed to get a few pieces. But that was super duper fun, and it's definitely something that I want to go to again because it's got like a lot of toys like from my childhood and just something that I'd never done, so that was really fun. In July, Phil and I did a marriage course for church. Again, was really fun. So it was every Sunday night for like a couple of hours we would jump on a call, like a video call with a whole bunch of other couples, and we were working through the Vertical Marriage book by Dave and Ann Wilson. Phil and I actually ended up finding this book in the little Christian Evermore secondhand bookstore, which I did vlog in 2023's Vlogmas. You didn't have to read the book, but they would just pull like tips from this book, and each Sunday would be a structured area to focus on in marriage. And so that was really cool. Like Phil and I learned a lot as well, and you got to like go into like breakout rooms with other couples and discuss things. I really enjoyed it. I feel like it was a really good time of growth in our marriage as well. So then we move into August. So August brought me the annual Refresh conference. Again, this is very similar to the Refresh events that happen, but instead of it just being like a 2-hour event, the conference goes for the entire day. We have a guest speaker who comes and speaks to us, and then like we get to do like little crafts and little icebreakers, and it's just a really good time. We like sing and worship together. We get books recommended that are like specifically targeted for women. That was my second year going. I also went in 2023, but I really enjoyed it, and it will be, hopefully, fingers crossed, something that I go to again this year as well. And then the second thing in August that 2024 brought me was that Phil and I had a week away. The first part of the week away was a little bit stressful, but then the last half was really, really nice. I'll explain a little bit more as we go through. But Phil and I went to Taranaki, which is where my husband Phil is from. So we went back for his birthday and just spent some time with his family and his friends as well. Phil and I also had a very successful op shopping trip, which I did do a haul from. Again, I didn't vlog this trip. I thought about it, but I had been so stressed from uni and the other big thing that happened that I was just like, I actually just need some time to just like relax and switch off. I did a little Instagram post again. I feel like if I don't vlog my holidays, I'll tend to post on Instagram instead. In that trip as well, we did also go and see It Ends With Us, which was like one of my most anticipated movies of 2024, so it was a good little trip. Big thing that happened in 2024 was what happened in September, and that was Phil and I moved house. This was not something that we had planned to do at the start of 2024. In fact, it wasn't even on our radar at the start of 2024, but the Lord showed us that he wanted us to move house and provided a slightly bigger house for us, which was also why the beginning part of our Taranaki holiday was stressful, because we had looked at the place on the Tuesday, and then the Thursday Phil and I were going on holiday, and it was when we were away that we got given a contract, and then the next day we had to put the contract through with the bond, and it just all kind of happened all at once. I did vlog the entire process, so if you guys missed my moving vlogs, then I will leave the playlist down below, because yeah, that was a huge process, but I'm really happy with the new house. Obviously it's fantastic. We're starting to make memories here as well. It's nice to have a slightly bigger place, and it just feels more us, which is great. We've started to like decorate it, which you guys can kind of see in the background. Then the following week after moving house, I went away for my best friend Rachel's hens weekend. So that was the second thing that September had brought me. We traveled to Ahopi, and then we did one day in Rotorua. Again, I didn't vlog this because I just really wanted to be present and be in the moment. Again, I did an Instagram post, but it was really nice just being able to celebrate Rachel in her engagement to Nick, just being able to like spoil her and just have a really nice girls weekend. We went go-karting, went to a really nice spa pool, we had a really nice dinner out, and we just got to like wander and explore with the girlies. We had like a game that we were playing the entire time, which led to some very like funny challenges. Yeah, it was just a really good time, really fun, and I really love girls trips. Like I really need to do them more. So then we move into October. So in October I completed my first year of uni. My last exam was, I think, in the middle of October, and so from October I've been on holiday. It is fantastic, and I'm really happy. I got really good grades. I pretty much got all A's and B's, with like one class for one of my electives being C+. The last thing that October brought was that we went to our friend's annual Halloween party. Phil and I, we don't really celebrate Halloween, but I enjoy the dressing up aspect of Halloween, and we kind of just use it as like a social event. Halloween also falls on our friend's birthday, another friend of ours will host a party for said friend's birthday, and it's usually just a Halloween combined with a birthday party type situation. I am very strict in the way that I dress up. I like to dress up as things that aren't dark. Then November was quite a busy month as well, so I was a bridesmaid for my best friend Rachel. So obviously we went to Rachel's wedding in November, so we went back down to Hawke's Bay and spent a week down there. It was just so nice being able to stand beside my best friend on her wedding day as she married the love of her life, Nick. It was just such a beautiful wedding day. We helped with setup as well. All of us girls like stayed in an Airbnb for a couple days before Rachel's wedding, so we got to spend a lot of time together as the girlies, and it was just really, really nice being able to be in the bridal party, because obviously like we had my wedding back in 2022 and Rachel was like my maid of honor. Being able to be a bridesmaid in her bridal party for her wedding 2 years later is just such a full circle moment, because me and Rachel have been best friends since we were 13 years old. It was just so cool to watch my best friend get married. So alongside that, the next thing that 2024 brought me was that I got my first ever spray tan. I was a little bit nervous getting a spray tan, but I was like, you know what? When am I ever else gonna get a spray tan? Like literally never, I don't think. So I did it and I actually really enjoyed it. Like I think if I lived in Hawke's Bay, I'd probably get tanned maybe like once a month by this person, because she did a really, really good job with the tan. It looked really good, really even, really smooth. All of us like being there together was just so much fun. So it was a very like girlhood kind of moment. The next thing that 2024 brought me was that Phil and I went to the 21 Pilots Clancy World Tour concert. So 21 Pilots is definitely more of my husband's music that he listens to rather than me. But like I do know a few of their songs and I don't mind them as a band. So I mainly just went to support my husband, so therefore I didn't vlog it. But again, I did do an Instagram post and it was such a good concert. Like I'm so happy that we went. So different from any other concert that I've been to. Like they literally play in the crowd. Like the crowd like was holding the like drum kit and stuff like that. The lead singer like appeared around different parts of like the stadium, so he wasn't just like on the front stage. So I feel like no matter where you sat, you got a really, really good view and a really, really good experience of the concert. And so I had so much fun. It was a really, really nice time to just be able to spend with my husband. He was loving it. He was honestly living his best life. Okay, so we are almost there. So we've got 2 things left from 2024. The next thing again was the last thing that happened in November, and that is that I went to the Tate McRae concert, my friend Cara, and with my best friend Rachel. And again, that was so much fun. I have vlogged the concert, but it was such a fun concert, a very like girlhood concert. Like everyone was like pretty much in pairs of like girls, or it was girls and their mums, girls with their girlfriends. Like it was just such a fun concert, and I feel like Tate McRae put on a really, really good concert. It was a little bit shorter than we were anticipating, but it was just so much fun to do this as like a little girls trip. It was originally meant to be Phil, me and Cara, but Rachel thought she was going to be away on her honeymoon, but she was back in time. So Phil asked her if she wanted to take his ticket, and we did it as like a little girls night thing, because Phil was kind of just like coming to like be with me. And I definitely want to do more concerts as like us girls. I'm gonna do the last one and I'm gonna add another one in, because the last one is kind of depressing. So the last thing officially that I had on my list was in December, and that is that our car got rear-ended. If you guys are watching Vlogmas, you know that our car got rear-ended. A really, really sucky way to end the year, so that's why I'm gonna not end on that note, and I'm gonna let you guys know a positive that happened in December as well, and that is that I went to Motat for the first time. So I again vlogged this in Vlogmas, but I went with Phil, Rachel and Nick, and we went on a Sunday evening, and I'd always wanted to go to Motat, but I never had, because it's like quite like a popular tourist thing up here. Basically Motat, I think it just stands for the Museum of Transport and Technology, and I just hadn't done it before, so I really wanted to do it. And we went when it was Christmas time and they had all the Christmas lights. It was just a very magical, fun experience. So I would definitely recommend, if you want to go to Motat, go at Christmas time when they've got all the Christmas lights, because it's just so beautiful and so incredible. That is the official list of the 24 things that happened in 2024. So again, some positive, some negative, but I feel like it was just a very well-rounded year. Like, I did a lot of really cool stuff, had a lot of fun, and definitely feel very blessed with how my 2024 went. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please make sure to turn on the notifications and check out my social media. It's always linked down below in the description box. If you guys want to see my one from last year, then definitely go down below and watch that. And then I think I also did one for 2022 and even 2021, so I might make a playlist of them so that if you guys want to watch how my years have gone over the years, then you can. But I just think it's super fun for me to look back on these. Let me know in the comments down below what were your favorite things that happened in 2024. That is all that I have for this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.